Okay. I'm streaming. Things seem to be a little, iffy right now. Oh, good. Let's see. There, again. Why is my hand up there? Anyway. So, welcome to... What did I call this? Something Hairless, something Sideswipe, and something Speedball. These are just some observations for last couple of weeks and stuff. Always trying to do something different. Try out different things, and so I'm just gonna... I just talk about random stuff and see what happens. Hopefully something good. Just as a note, in case you don't read the description, April wasn't real, her voice isn't real. The guy at the mic is really insane for having done this. And if I thought I'd have a picture of a doll so you can play it due to where the cartoon fox hurt your little feelings. Alright, so... I remember as a kid, having a tape that had a bunch of songs on it. One of them was like the movie version of Convoy, Beat It by Michael Jackson, and let's see if we can just ape a little bit. Yeah, that is what I don't like about Rudo. Your eyes are kind of goofy. And a few other things, and one of them was a song, that I never knew the name of. I knew it was Ian from what I could remember up until like a couple of weeks ago. I always thought it was about a guy who got a bad haircut, was embarrassed to go to school. I'm never gonna go to school again. I'm so embarrassed and I've lost my friends. Well, I did know it sounded a lot like this song. I would hear it on the radio about once a year, and even one time Bob and Tom played it. And I got onto their YouTube channel and asked about it, and I had someone asking me about it, but eventually, yeah, about a couple of weeks ago, I really went deep digging. I've been digging, well, I went on a deep dig, and found adopted a mental fan page. This isn't the exact page that I found, but this kind of gets you there. And by the way, it's not this at all, but Hairless Sister. Somebody did finally upload it, and they uploaded a good quality use of the screenshot, not the actual YouTube channel. This is actually a very, very good recording. Whether this guy uploaded. Now I'm just scratching my head, because the camera's not picking up my right side here. And just kind of thinking what it is I wanted to say. And Maple Point? Yeah, she points out a little bit. I kind of got to look at a couple of different things. But it is a very high quality recording. The free and a good high quality transfer. I made sure to record it. It's now in my collection for me to keep forever. Now for like the last year or so, when I decided to start copying a bunch of VHS tapes and stuff, I started gathering up all kinds of other tapes. I knew I had like this one oddball song up there in the attic that I didn't think anybody else had. And I did find a bunch of tapes. A whole bunch of tapes. Most of these are from the 90s, except for one which I think a couple of them from the 80s. I'm actually kind of surprised to find a couple of them. There's one tape not in here, and it has got a different version of Ico. But anyway, found a bunch of tapes. In the meantime, while looking for the tape of Hairless Sister, I did find a few other things that were not where they were supposed to be. They're in boxes that I don't know why they were in certain boxes, and I'm still looking for a couple of things. Some things I forgot I had, some things I didn't know I had, some things I'm scratching the top of my head. Yet I have no idea why Starsaver was in the same box as the hero Z. That's a mystery to me. But and by the way, no, I have not found the Hairless Sister tape yet. It is still maybe a lost cause. I saw the tape. I had the tape in my hands, I know. Back right. I guess if I'm speaking as April, would have been right before she joined the army. And then, for some reason, it disappeared, but not a whole bunch of other tapes like The Lion King. I don't think I need to say much more. I don't even know how long I've been broadcasting. Oh yeah, about 5 minutes, so that's about long enough. I had a song, Hairless Sister, when I was a kid. Listened to it quite a bit on tape. Lost the tape, but fortunately, Dr. Minto fan site found it. It is available here on YouTube. Down some more tapes. Got like a bunch of crap up in the attic. A bunch of crap I want to talk about. I know one thing I forgot to bring down was Battlestar Galactica. I actually have a toy of that. Guess from the late 70s or early 80s. Needs to be cleaned. Alright, next up on the agenda. Sideswipe. I saw this package in a YouTube video and so decided. Yeah, I was thought, oh god. Yikes. I'm watching an anime, and there's this one scene where this girl just, for whatever reason, just belches. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to track down the subtitled version of it, but I need to check to see if the Japanese talent works. Anyway, so I saw somebody was reviewing Sideswipe on their channel, and something looked very odd about the packaging. Yeah, and I was gonna grab a screenshot initially, but then I walk into Target, and well, there he was. Fairly reasonably priced, and so I decided to buy him. That is what I'm talking about here. There's something very odd about this package. Let me try it this way. There, gal. See it yet? See what's odd about this? See what's odd? See it now? Yeah. That's Red Alert. Or a reasonably facsimile of. Specifically of the toy. Most of the adult artwork of Red Alert has him with a red head, red helmet. Yeah, it's just, wow. I think in the cartoon series, these are red right here. Or they blink red at one point. I didn't watch the episode. And there's something else that was weird about the package right here. Now, for Generation 2, Sideswipe was reissued with a black paint scheme. But, to my eyes, this is not black. If you look at April, that's black. Around the packaging, that's black. My keyboard is black. This is gray. This is very flirty, not black, it's gray. And who has that kind of paint scheme? Good to show up there. See, when I hover over the tab, it does like a drop-down thumbnail, but it's not showing up there. Yeah, Wild Rider. There you go. That's Ghost of Muck. Minus the, red rims. Red rim. M-I-R... It's gray, red glass, just has like silver wheels. Yeah, so, but that's a kind of like a weird thing that they got going on here. I do have Wild Riders. I did take a picture of the Combiner Wars one. I think I could actually bring it up. Nah, I don't need to. I'm already going on 10 minutes, so I wanna get to my next point soon enough, so. Sideswipe's package, and they have like the regular red Sideswipe here, with a white Sideswipe that looks like Red Alert, and a gray Sideswipe that looks like Wild Rider, for some other weird reason, like Bone Crush's package. Said 6 on there, when there was actually, by every other package, it's just nothing or 5. So, now, At the 10-minute mark, I'm gonna, here we go. Forget I had this picture. He's gotta make some even more. And by the way, I'm not opening the package. I just get him bought some wood, keep him in the box. Yet, I still don't have the same. Alright, so now, be prepared. This is where I start my rant. This crash has made it onto, I think, a couple of other dash cam themed YouTube channels. And let me tell you, I can't remember if the channel had said anything, but I definitely know the commenters had a few things to say. This is seated. I am a believer in freedom of speech, and people should be allowed to say what they say, even if I disagree with it, or I find it distasteful, or even I think you're going the wrong direction on this, or you are... Even if I agree with you, sometimes I wish you'd shut up. But the point I want to make about this is that in this accident right here, and this one right here, there was something that nobody is talking about. And this would be more forgetting or not talking about. Oh, Washington State Patrol evidence, okay. This is just a few seconds before this happened. I'm actually quite familiar with this bridge. I can tell you right now, you are not going to drive a road grader about 116 miles unless you're in Afghanistan or something. All right. See it? Nope. You see it yet? You see it? Oh. There. 72 miles per hour. Excuse me. And by the way, as you can see, this is a semi-truck. You see a side mirror. The horror looks like it's pretty high up in the air. What's the big deal here, folks? For those of you who don't know, in Washington State, by the way, this is like about a mile before that accident. Trucks. There's a speed limit. Trucks is supposed to be doing 60 miles an hour. Not 72. Okay? Now. Wow. There's video of this accident, post-accident, where you get a really good look at this. This is donated. This is a donated screenshot to me, donated by a friend, Tom Dixon. Evil sublimination. I guess it's time to calibrate media pipe. Now, just so you know, I do drive this road quite frequently. Whenever I'm doing my routes, delivering my paper. I put my hand under my desk and yell, stop people from twisting hairs up so much. I'm not doing any point, I should be using something else. I do often on this road, and I can assure you, if I wanted to, I could fill YouTube up with hundreds of hours of people, trucks especially, speeding by me like I'm standing still. I mean, we do have evidence of this, don't we? Of this actually happening. I can assure you that on this road, and even oddly enough in this area, trucks love the speed. Over in a place called Prosser, Washington, there's a scale there. I'm doing 70. I'm just pausing there for a fact. For those of you who know what my real job is in life, but I will have trucks brushing my cheek. I shouldn't do that. Was to say, I will have trucks within like a mile of a way station pass me. No. I will absolutely not put up videos of people speeding by me. I think it's just not, nobody cares. And I've learned to take a deep breath and calm down about it. I don't want to be crotchety old guy. I don't want to be RV guy. I've never seen his videos. But, my friend Tom has told me that he will save videos. If he sees somebody pulled over on the side of the road, he will go back to his camera and see if he can find the people who passed him. And I can assure you both, Tom and I can witness this. Tom. That it is extremely rare to see trucks pulled over for any reason. It's very rare. I think Tom does have video of Oregon of state troopers pulling speedballers over, but those were usually cars. Trucks seem to be at a good beginning of bypass, especially things like log haulers and cattle cars. However, I better warn you. Now, we go back to this. I don't want to rant too much at truckers, but let me go through you every reason why trucks are passing you like you're standing still. There are a motive. One, first and foremost, it's the not holding the wheel. They do it. They make a conscious choice to do that. And sometimes I don't blame them because they're getting some very high pressure here. And I run an ELD too. K-saving stuff. I run an ELD and I know the pressure behind that thing. And also, giving some deference to the people of Cavus, I would rather not. I wish people would focus on other things besides the comments that they did do. But if you're somebody that... so this is YouTube, I don't want to be that channel. It's just say that there is a class of people who get taken advantage of because of certain statuses. And, whoever it is that's telling them to drive faster, hurry up, speed up, get there quicker, would probably have no problem at all replacing that driver with somebody else who will do it faster and cheaper. And you would be willing to do a lot more work for a whole lot for next to nothing money. Now, it's just kind of, let's go doing my rounds talking about why people speedball. Okay, first from what it is the driver's conscious choice to do that. Second, you have dispatchers, brokers, bookers, and all that, and customers who are saying, go faster, go faster, go faster, hurry up, where are you at? Where are you at? I've had that happen to me multiple times where I have somebody call me up, ask me where I'm at. And they're obviously not looking at a clock because this appointment is scheduled for 1 in the afternoon, and that particular customer is very picky about their times. I can't show up 5 hours early. All I will do is just wind up burning up drive time and duty time on my ELD to deliver some pieces of paper. You wanted those papers there earlier? You could have made that appointment earlier, but that's not the point of this rant. Next up, you have, next up are safety departments. They are also very, very much involved in this. Because, as I said before with ELDs, they are plugged directly into the engine's computer. And also they are plugged into the internet. And you can see, tap, tap, tap on the desk and April's not tapping, tap, 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 that the dispatcher, the safety department, and everybody else who wants to can see this number right down here. They see that all the time. And by the way, back in my days in the Army for like about a good month or so, my squad leader, actually, I have a tachometer in the 916s, and they had like this round piece of paper, and Scotty actually had to put annotations on that. He ate it, and I think the commander eventually gave up on that. Anyway, that information is being sent directly back to safety departments. And they say nothing. They don't say a word to the driver at all about safety, about going too fast in these zones. Remember, 72 miles per hour right here. And if you watch this video, it's not like, oops, I come down the hill back. I go down the hill over here. Oops, I pick up a speed a little bit. Now, they're doing 70, over 70 back here. They're doing over 70 over in frickin' Indian John Hill. They're doing 70 over here. Trust me, like I said, I'm doing a speed limit 60 miles an hour and these trucks go by me like I'm standing still. And the safety department says that's okay. Next up, the next group of people that I will want to comment on and who allows this to happen. There you go. They get a ticket for the wind. Yeah. Now, I tell you this. This is a particular area. This is the speed is 34 now. Last year, the year 2025 has been the year of cops getting in behind trucks and giving them the once-over, giving them a DOT inspection. Now, I don't know. Could this truck have been pulled over for speeding? Maybe. Could he just been a random selection? Could he have been that one guy doing 60 miles an hour like he's supposed to, doing the speed limit? And the cop says, you know what? I'm going to go take a great big crap on him. Or is this just a guy who was parked at that exit overnight, getting some overnight sleep because Farewell Bend and other areas are completely sold up? By the way, I am familiar with Farewell Bend. You know, when I was, again, Army talk, we used to stop there to take a break all the time, so I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with DNA. I remember there used to be a big empty lot in the back there where we could park, but not the case, okay? In my opinion, this cop decided that he saw this truck parked here, and he's gonna pull right up behind him and and give him a DOT inspection. Meanwhile, this is a pretty common spot for trucks to speedball. Again, me, getting the guard little ensign boiler, doing everything by the book, I get like that all the time. And by the way, a couple of months ago, there was a pretty bad wreck here. Log trip tipped over, and I could see the tracks going up the hill and the other side of the bridge and tipping over. I would imagine that speed had something to do with it. And that's like one of the things that I wanted to rant about. Now, is me ranting about this going to stop an ill? Of course not. Not at all. That's going to continue to happen. And I am kind of aware that there might have been some laws proposed or even passed in Washington that says you're not supposed to engage in a high-speed pursuit. Yeah, what's the greatest way to double the amount of people speed air in the road? A cop takes off after him. Like I said, 2024 was the year. Yeah, most of the time, guys are parked here. I managed to get a hold of like one guy where South Cop, what's that about? He hasn't parked there taking a 1-minute break. I just wanted to check my message and cop comes up behind me and pretty much burns up an hour of duty time. And I get stopped short and I'm getting yelled at by my boss. How true is that? No. Was to say, I might know something about that. I might have some personal experience. And by the way, again, Army talk, we were doing a road project and our dump trucks were getting pulled over by the state police and ticketed for not having like wooden boards up on the sides. Yeah, I'm not kidding. That really does happen. Really did happen. Well, anyway, so again, reason why people speedball is because the nut holding the wheel does it. Their company lets them do it, and the police let them do it. Tom has told me that Tom Vixen, the guy who donated the screenshot to me, did he sick of that wanted one? And can you give me can you give me a picture of a cop behind a guy at an exit? Yeah, got one right here. Shit. I mean, I'm just like wandering all over the place. I think I'm just about done. Definitely use a drink. How's this gonna look? Getting a drink? Well. This is Fruit Punch Gatorade. Okay, so let's go review for today, 25 minutes. They had this song on tape, lost the tape, can't find it. Fortunately, the Documento fancy, somebody recognized a line from a song from this song, and found a bunch of tapes, 1,000 stuffs. Sideswipe has some weird packaging. Car gets crashed on a major state throughway because, well, truck was probably going well over 60 miles per hour. The postal speed limit. Car could have been going well under the postal speed limit. Oh, that's an issue too. Cars, for whatever reason, deciding that they're going to do like 50 in the 60. And Potty did not like this active trick got up behind him and maybe hit the brakes. Or a car could have been on the side of the road. I can't re-see it from here. And truck was like texting or getting a drink of Gatorade and crashed the car. I don't think I have an updated photo of this bridge, but this bridge has been whole area used to mulch within like a week, and like the past couple weeks it got the new beams put up and stuff. Everybody is talking all about the legitimacy of certain driver's licenses, completely ignoring how test tricks are completely going, which is really what's ticking me off. Yeah, and cops are too busy chasing down people who are standing still, doing nothing wrong, and not going after the people who are doing stuff wrong, who are causing issues. Now, my final thing I'll say here, because I'm getting up to the 30-minute mark, is this. If you want to speed, go ahead and speed. Everybody lets you do it. Darn, and all my roll-8s are at work. Hey, just don't make promises for the rest of us. You don't be going around and getting up on people's fourth point of contacts just because they're doing a speed limit. That don't need to be upset over that. Yo. Don't be cutting people off. Don't be doing this. Hey, I'm gonna pass somebody and then I'm gonna hit a hill and then slow me the hell down. I hate that crap. Yeah, all the time trucks try to pass me. Why I start going up some of the hills and I'm gonna post this guy doing the speed limit. And guess what? They can't make it find me going up the hill. So, then cut-ups. There's a whole lot of stuff going on that really deserves your attention and not this. Okay? There are people out there who are just trying to do the right thing, who are just trying to survive, trying to earn. Okay? You know exactly where people are speedballing. You don't go after them if you have to. Well, it's just about 30 minutes. I think that's more than wrong enough of me whining and crying about stupid shit. So, good night.